What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as wrapping it up with XRP. This will be the last week for us to discuss XRP for the next couple of weeks. We'll be doing different altcoins of your guys' choice. So definitely let me know down below which coin you want to see reviewed in next week's videos. Otherwise, guys, we are going to be reviewing the coin market cap, and then we have an exclusive article discussing what Litecoin founder Charlie Lee thinks will drive crypto adoption. So this is huge, guys. A lot of stuff to talk about. There will be a lot of stuff jam-packed in today's episode. Obviously, if any of that sounds interesting to you guys, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. We're about to hit 8,000 subscribers this week, which is absolutely awesome. And I will be doing a huge cryptocurrency giveaway come 10,000 subscribers. Otherwise, let's jump into today's video. So guys, before we begin today's episode, I am jam-packed with a bunch of stuff to do this week. So things are going to be up in the air. Different videos are going to be coming up at different times. I just want to let you guys know in the beginning, my spring break just ended. I'm back in school. Tons of projects, essays, homeworks to do, presentations. I'm in the business marketing program, so a lot of presentations to happen. And then I have a lot of different videos for you guys to check out. I've definitely been doing my research over spring break, finding different companies that may offer something unique to the cryptocurrency market. So those videos will be releasing as well as also some partnerships with some pretty influential people I will be posting very soon. Otherwise, guys, just hang tight, enjoy the ride, and let's dive into today's episode. So we're on the current coin market cap, and as you can see, markets are kind of pulling back, and this is definitely going to be an interesting video, kind of touchy because I have been making videos discussing a pretty big move coming for crypto space. That doesn't necessarily mean a move to the upside. Could be a bearish move. Now, obviously, that's not, you know, what's anticipated, but it is definitely a possibility, and we can't brush it under the carpet. So looking at this market cap, you can see Bitcoin dominance is slowly starting to increase. 24-hour volume is also increasing, which is indicating that money is either moving in or out of exchanges. And then we see the market cap at 138.8 billion, which means it is lower than yesterday, indicating that markets are kind of declining. And we're going to be taking a closer look at this in a second. Obviously, scrolling down, you can see Bitcoin only down about 0.4%, while the remainder of the altcoins are down quite a bit more, 1 to 2% at max. Litecoin only down by 0.6%, still holding on strong to its number 4th position. Tether obviously still kind of flatlined, and we see EOS up 0.39%, trying to gain up to, you know, Litecoin's position in terms of market cap. Otherwise, market is down. Market is down about 2 to 3% all in all. Some coins, wow, guys, check this out. This is what I'm talking about. So here's a prime example, Digibyte. The past couple of hours or days has been trading sideways for a very, 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 very long time. And just recently it flopped in price and, you know, pulled back down. So like, I kind of also want to check out, you know, Digibyte really quickly, mainly because that is kind of interesting to see a coin pull back that quickly and that aggressively. Usually that's an indication that there was that stability that we were referring to. I'm not really seeing it right now, so it's not that big of a deal. I'll definitely maybe try to pull it up later on in this week's videos, but otherwise, let me just pull up XRP really quickly. Bam. Obviously, I'm going to have to draw my lines back, but moving on, guys, to a quick discussion. If you guys haven't already, definitely check out the second link in the description to the ABRA exchange. They're doing a pretty big promotion right now. Get $25 on your first US dollar bank deposit of $5. That's simple. That's what they're doing right now. Definitely take advantage of it. It does help support the channel. Who doesn't like a free $25? It's a pretty awesome way. You get it in Bitcoin, so definitely check it out. It is the second link in the description. Otherwise, moving on to the article for discussion today, guys. So what Litecoin founder Charlie Lee thinks will drive crypto adoption. So just to talk, after Vitalik Buterin's stellar keynote and Ethereum 2.0, News BTC got a rare chance to sit down with Charlie Lee, a Coinbase director of engineering turned Litecoin founder. The crypto pioneer told us about his thoughts on how the ecosystem is developing along with Litecoin's plans for global dominance. So pretty awesome. So Charlie said, so my point there, so basically News BTC asked him a few months ago, you told CNBC Fast Money that the downturn in the crypto market has allowed you and Litecoin Litecoin Foundation to properly build out your product. Does this still hold true today? So Charlie said, yeah. So my point there is when prices aren't going up like crazy, there are definitely fewer distractions, which means that it's a good time for people to keep their heads down, start to work on getting other products live. Just recently, we've been working hard on trying to add more fungibility into the Litecoin protocol. So what we're looking at now is doing a Mimblewimble extension block upgrade for Litecoin. So we're doing a lot of research into that and how we can make such an implementation in a safe way. We want more fungibility and privacy in Litecoin's ecosystem. So obviously there's a bunch of stuff going on, especially it's awesome to hear Charlie, you know, the creator, discuss what exactly is happening within crypto. And just really quickly, News BTC said, how has this crypto bear market compared to ones in the past? I know a lot of people think this one is the biggest, worst one in the entire, crypto industry for those of you who just came in recently to crypto, but Charlie said it's definitely similar. Not newer, but similar. One thing about this bear market, even though it's been over a year now, is that it hasn't been as bad for people, truly. The drop is similar percentage-wise, but during the last bear market, I remember it got to a point where people just didn't think that it was going to come back. People just weren't optimistic about the price at the time now. Now I think that we haven't gotten to that point yet, or maybe we might not go there this time, which will be great. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's more sell-offs or if it takes a little longer to climb out of it. It could be another year or so, but who knows? It's hard to predict these things, It is hard to predict, but you can definitely make generalized statements. Otherwise, some of the other articles are a little more personal, asking about the UFC, Ben Askren, movement and all that stuff. But otherwise, I think it's absolutely awesome. Another question was, what is one thing holding back crypto adoption as it stands? He's talking about volatility. People are scared. Holding your own money is a difficult task. But enough about that. Let's dive into the charting now, guys. So here's where my head is and where I'm kind of standing. We're seeing an interesting market, and I've been calling this for the past couple of days. As much as I'd like to see Bitcoin break to the upside and Litecoin break to the upside because we are testing a support here, yes, we have been below it. You can see numerous times we have been below the support level. But what's worrisome to me is the fact that we are very close to being, overbought, or we were very close to being overbought. Currently, we're trading at 58 on the daily RSI. Let's just check out the 4-hour really quick. 4-hour looks okay. Actually, I think the coin is doing fairly well, actually. The fact that we're testing our, high-low MMA on our 4-hour does give me a lot more benefit than doubt to assume that the price is actually going to stay where it is and start to head back up. I was getting a little nervous, mainly because I'll show you Bitcoin and Ethereum's chartings, that we're starting to break bearish. But, seeing Litecoin show support on its 4-hour, and the fact that we see the support on Litecoin's daily could be an indication that we could see a movement upwards. All this is really doing is just setting the market up for movements higher. When we decide to retrace or a healthy pullback, we're lowering our RSI, which in a way increases our chances of moving up higher at a much secure, safe rate instead of spiking up and then spiking right back down afterwards. This is definitely the proper way to go. Otherwise, moving on to Bitcoin, this is where I got my concern from. So we have our purple uptrend acting as some sort of ascending triangle, and you can see we hit our green band on the high-low MMA, and it has been acting as a resistance line. You can see we've had a lot of pressure and attempts to break through here, but we ended up breaking bearish from that. So you can see on Litecoin's 4-hour, we did come into contact with our 4-hour high-low MMA, which you can see actually we're doing with Bitcoin too, which does raise some benefit than doubt that we could decide to actually play it up and move up higher. We're also very close to being oversold on Bitcoin's 4-hour, which is another great indicator to assume we're going to go higher. So believe it or not, we may actually hold this position and head up. This is also a possibility, guys. I know I didn't draw this prior, but you can see we still have points of support. If we joined the 4-hour zoomed in, you would see that we do have support here, 1, 2, and 3 being our, third point of contact. Yes, we don't like to count wicks, but if we zoom in and look at the 4-hour, you can see beautifully what it is that I'm referring to. So you can see right here, 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is still considered a wick, so we may not count that, but I may just leave the graph like this only because it does look very similar. Now, it is hard to predict exactly how these uptrends start, but let's assume, I don't like to assume, but let's assume that this is the bottom for Litecoin, then we are in a very good position at 52 with plenty of potential to move up higher. And we may start to consider that this ascending triangle has not been broken yet, and we may continue to trade out. So let's give it today and potentially tomorrow to see whether or not we can decide to move back up higher. Now that we are lower, that does give us potential to break through this, extremely downwards pressure, and we should be able to trade in between the green and red bands, indicating a higher price. Otherwise, guys, moving on to Ethereum, and then we'll wrap up today's episode with XRP. Very similar with Bitcoin, we have Ethereum too. Literally, all you got to do is just go like this, and you can see with a slight adjustment down, this actually could have been the ascending triangle we were supposed to be looking at. This does signify that this is a secure line, and it looks to be that way. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 touches. Obviously, we have these bigger confirmations, and we do have small wicks that indicate this was, a support level. Now, in this case, we didn't break out or break bearish of the ascending triangle. It's just being, extended a little bit longer. Obviously, we can see that there is a resistance at 138, but we are, trading out sideways, and we should continue to move up. With this being in mind, and the market's now being traded at 47 on the RSI for Ethereum's daily, that gives us tons of potential to move up higher in this ascending triangle and potentially break bullish. Obviously, things don't go that way, don't always go as planned. We could break bearish and fall, merely as low as 120. But, playing it conservatively, we could potentially see another move. Obviously, we should be expecting higher prices and a green market tomorrow. Lastly, let's check out XRP. So I believe I was doing XRP to USD. Not sure why my lines disappeared, but let's check out one other exchange just to see if it is still there. Was I doing Kraken? There we go. Awesome. So it didn't actually delete. I was just looking at the wrong chart. You can see actually that this may be the correct lines now that we fixed those previous ones, because XRP looks awesome as well. You can see XRP is still, becoming very, very, very close to being ready to kind of move to get injected with volume. And you can see that we merely just fell down to our previous support. So it doesn't look that bad. This could have been the proper uptrend that we were supposed to have on the other altcoins. And you can see that with this in mind, tomorrow should look pretty nice. We should see some sunny skies and some no clouds, and we should see higher price levels and green all across the coin market cap. Otherwise, let's run with that. I do believe tomorrow we will see a much healthier green market, and we should decide to climb up, because now we're trading at 41 on the RSI for XRP's daily. Testing bottom support, we should be able to trade out sideways. So things look good all in all. Healthy consolidation, healthy pullbacks. Obviously, we have to assume the worst and expect a pullback to happen, but we're merely waiting to invest. We're looking for if we can break the uptrend. If we can break this downtrend of the symmetrical triangle, that's when we invest. Otherwise, if we break bearish, we invest at the bottom, which we'll obviously make a video on. Otherwise, guys, that's going to sum up today's episode. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Giveaway will be at 10K. We're about to hit 8K. Otherwise, turn on post notifications. This way you don't miss out on that giveaway and any important crypto-related news. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.